Hello and welcome to Camp Nou. It's the 2015 Copa del Rey final, and it's Football Club Barcelona against Athletic Bilbao. Two sides with a fantastic tradition in this competition. Barca have won the Spanish Cup on 26 different occasions, and Athletic Bilbao aren't far behind on 23. So 49 victories in this competition between these two great clubs. They really are the king of cups, not just in Spain, but across Europe. No one else in Europe's major leagues comes close to their records in the domestic cup competition. And the two sides meet again here this evening at Camp Nou, here at the home of Football Club Barcelona for this 2015 Spanish Cup final. Barca, of course, looking to complete the second leg of a possible historic treble. Remember, they have the Champions League final to come against Italian club Juventus next weekend on Saturday in Berlin. But first, after having conquered the 23rd league title in the last couple of weeks, now they have the chance to do the League and Cup double here this evening against a side coached by Ernesto Valverde, a former Barca player himself. The players are just about to come out onto the field here at Camp Nou. And even though Barca are playing at home, it is Athletic Bilbao who are the designated home side. Two fantastic mosaics at both ends, one in Blaugrana and red and yellow, with the slogan "Making History," and that's down here to our right at the end, occupied by the Barca fans, and to our left a huge mosaic of red and white, and part of it involving green, of course, figuring the Basque flag, the Icorriña. That's down to our left, a huge pancarta as well, with a slogan written in the Basque language. And there is really a fantastic atmosphere here at Camp Nou for this Copa del Rey final. Camp Nou was only decided as the venue a few months ago when the two finalists were known. Barca dispatched Villarreal in the semi-finals, and Athletic Bilbao, well, they beat Barca's city rivals Espanyol in their semi-final. Both of those ties played over two legs. Athletic and Barca have met 7 times before in the final. Most recently back in 2012 when Barca won 3-0 in the Vicente Calderón against an Athletic side coached by Marcelo Bielsa. That was Pep Guardiola's last game in charge before his departure, and Pep Guardiola won his very first trophy as Barca manager in the Copa del Rey, also against Athletic Bilbao. That was in Mestalla in Valencia in 2009, a 4-1 victory, giving the former Barca player his first piece of silverware on his return to the club as coach of the first team. We'll have a look at the two lineups before we get underway here this evening. Athletic Bilbao, coached by Ernesto Valverde, a former Athletic and Barca player. Well, they go with Thiago Herrerín in goal. The goalkeeper has been never present in the Copa del Rey this season, with Jorge Iraizoz the first choice in the league. Valverde maintains that dynamic here this evening. Herrerín in between the posts. At the back, Bustinza, Echeta, Laporte and Valenciaga. Unai Bustinza, the young right back, 22 years of age, makes just his second start as an Athletic Bilbao player, and that second start comes in the Copa del Rey final. Unbelievable. This youngster has not even played a single competitive game at San Mamés, but here he is in the lineup for Athletic Bilbao against Football Club Barcelona in the cup final. In midfield, Andoni Iraola, who's playing his last game for Athletic Bilbao before leaving in the summer. He's on the right. Mikel San Jose Beñat in the middle, and Iñaki Williams plays on the left-hand side. And then Mikel Rico plays just behind main striker Aritz Aduriz. Athletic are still without the injured Iker Muniain. He picked up a serious knee injury with Easter, won't play again this season. He should be back hopefully for the start of next season. They're also missing the versatile Oscar de Marcos. He's missing due to suspension. He picked up a 3rd yellow card in the semi-final against Espanyol in the competition, and that means unfortunately he's got to sit out the final here this evening at Camp Nou. Barca, they go with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, Alves, Piqué, Mascherano and Jordi Alba at the back, Rakitic, Busquets and Iniesta, and then the trident, the attacking trio that's got all the headlines this season up front: Leo Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar. Amongst the substitutes tonight for Barca, Claudio Bravo, Xavi, Pedro, Rafinha, Marc Bartra, Adriano and Macho. Referee Velasco Carvalho gets us underway here at Camp Nou. Barca kicking from left to right in this first half, attacking the goal, where where the majority of their fans are behind. Barca, the away side this evening officially. They had to occupy the away dressing rooms before the game. Rather unusual circumstance that they wouldn't have been used to, but in theory tonight this is a neutral venue, Camp Nou. Barca though wearing their traditional and famous home strip, Blaugrana. Athletic Bilbao also wearing their traditional home strip of red and white. Fantastic atmosphere here at Camp Nou as Mascherano picks the ball up and gets it back from Leo Messi. Ball's played into midfield for Sergio Busquets, one of 5 survivors from the last time these two sides met in the Spanish Cup final. That was back in 2012 in that 3-0 win over the Basque side in the Vicente Calderón. The others are Gerard Piqué, Andrés Iniesta, Javier Mascherano, and of course Leo Messi. Neymar playing in his second cup final after his appearance last season in Barca's defeat against Real Madrid in Mestalla, when that late goal from Gareth Bale gave Carlo Ancelotti's side victory in the competition. Barca reached the final in 5 of the last 7 seasons in the Copa del Rey. It's really a competition that they've taken with the utmost seriousness, and they'll be looking to achieve an historic treble, something that they've only done once before in their history, and that was in Pep Guardiola's first season in charge back in 2008-2009. Can Luis Enrique emulate his Formula teammate in his very first season in charge of the first team? He's got 2 games to overcome if he is to equal that amazing feat. And standing between him, Athletic Bilbao here this evening, and Italian side Juventus next Saturday in Berlin. Long clearance from Diego Herrera, picked up on the edge of the box by Iñaki Williams, who tries a little back heel, but it's Mascherano who gets it away, but he plays it straight to Mikel San Jose, a former Liverpool player who's become a stalwart of the Athletic side in midfield this season, although he can play as a defender as well. Mikel San Jose celebrating his 26th birthday today. He and a huge Athletic following here this evening, I'm sure would love to celebrate that birthday with a victory in the Cup. Athletic haven't won this competition since 1984, despite the fact that they've claimed it 23 times. When they last won it back in 1984, it was Barca they beat in the final by 1-0 in the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium in Madrid. First touch for Luis Suarez, looking to link up with Leo Messi. It's broken up by Athletic. Beñat comes away with it. Beñat closed down quickly though. Yeah, by Jordi Alba, but Beñat does well. Turns the ball through the middle, looking for Iñaki Williams, but the ball just runs away. And the striker is headed back into the edge of the box, and Beñat is upended, but the referee Velasco Carvalho says play on. Athletic pressuring Barca, but Rakitic now has spotted Neymar free on the left-hand side. Neymar up against Unai Bustinza, the 22-year-old, making his debut in the Copa del Rey. Neymar then tries to slide the ball through for Leo Messi, and it's cleared by Aymeric Laporte, Athletic's French central defender. Barca have it back with Andrés Iniesta into the feet of Neymar, halfway inside the Athletic half. Iniesta plays the ball into the middle for Rakitic. Rakitic turns away from Mikel Rico and then tries to step away from Laporte, but the Athletic centre-back does well. The ball floats out over to this near side. As we look down up here from our commentary position close to the press box at Camp Nou, and it's going to be a throw-in to Athletic Bilbao. Aymeric Laporte thinks about taking it, but then he leaves it for his teammate Mikel Valenciaga. His second season with Athletic, joined from Valladolid. Athletic, due to their policy of only signing Basque players, have a rather limited pool from which to sign players. Now, here's one of them that they've signed in recent years, Ali Tsaourif, top scorer in the Copa del Rey for them this season with 5, and top scorer in the league as well with 18. He finds Mikel Rico on the left-hand side. The ball's played back in, looking for the head of Adourif, and it comes off the 34-year-old striker and goes behind for a goal kick. A bright start from both sides with almost 5 minutes gone here at Camp Nou. Rather unusual picture being painted inside the ground. You're so used to Barca fans dominating the stadium. But in here, it's pretty much 50-50 between Athletic fans and culés. As the ball goes out on the far side, halfway inside the Athletic half, it's going to be a throw-in. Almost said to the visitors there, but technically speaking, Athletic are the home side. I don't think I'll be able to get used to calling Athletic the home side here at Camp Nou. Let's just call them Athletic. As the ball comes back to Javier Mascherano. Mascherano, plenty of space inside his own half. Athletic trying to pick their moments to pressure Barca out the field and pick their moments to sit back as Messi picks it up. He's shadowed there on this left-hand side by Balenciaga. Dani Alves turns the ball into the box and it's turned back to goalkeeper Herrerin by Laporte. Herrerin, long clearance, looking for Aduriz. Aduriz bundles into Rakitic. Rakitic goes down, holding his face. I think there's a bit of accidental contact there between the Athletic striker and the Barca number 4, Rakitic. Will shortly be back on his feet. It's going to be a free kick to the Blaugranas, just some 10 yards inside their own half. It's taken quickly by Gerard Piqué. Ball comes across to Mascherano. Mascherano finds Iniesta. Iniesta just plays it back to El Jefecito, as Javier Mascherano is known. Constant noise here in the ground, as there has been around 15 minutes before kick-off. Aduriz picks the ball up on the left-hand side for Athletic, just inside the Barca half. It's quickly closed down by Gerard Piqué. It's going to be another throw-in right in front of the Barca dugout, where Luis Enrique is right on the edge of his technical area, as is his counterpart Ernesto Valverde. El Chingurri, as Valverde is known. And in the Basque language, that means Valverde, a very useful player in his day, played for Athletic, scored 50 goals for the Basque side in 188 matches, played for Barca as well, had 2 seasons as a Blaugrana after signing from city rivals Espanyol. Scored just 8 matches, scored just 8 goals rather in 22 games for Barca. Ernesto Valverde was unlucky with injuries, but he did manage to win the Copa del Rey as a Blaugrana back in 1990. So Ernesto Valverde, the Athletic boss, knows what it is to lift this trophy, even though he did so in a Barca shirt. Luis Enrique as well has won the Copa del Rey twice as a Barca player. One thing that both players have in common: Luis Enrique lifted the trophy back in 1997. Barca beat Betis in the final, and then the following season, the Blaugranas retained the trophy by beating Mallorca in a nail-biting finale on penalties in Louis van Gaal's first season in charge as coach. Athletic have a free kick. Offside flag was up over on the right-hand side. It'll be Iago Herrerin. They take the free kick, launch long, looking for Aduriz. Aduriz gets a touch, it falls to Mikel Rico. Rico back to Beñat. Beñat looking for Rico again down the left-hand side, but he overhits his pass. Just goes over the head of Mikel Rico. And there'll be a throw-in to the Blaugranas, halfway inside their own half on this near side. Iñaki Williams is in quickly. Plays it back to Laporte. And the ball goes behind. It's going to be a goal kick taken by Marc-André ter Stegen, the man who's been first choice between the posts for Barca in cup competitions this season. And ter Stegen there tries to take on Iñaki Williams and almost causes more than a couple of heart attacks in the stadium there, as Williams was almost in. But now Barca are on the counter. Iniesta though, caught by Mikel San Jose. Messi with a great ball in for Neymar, but the flag is up for offside. It's not going to count. Barca fans lift their arms in the air, but it's not going to count. Offside. It was one of those typical diagonal balls from Leo Messi, finding Neymar, who seemed to time his run to perfection into the penalty area. Neymar with a perfectly timed volley as well into the back of the net, but the referee's assistant on this near side had the flag raised. so it won't count. With 10 minutes gone, here to count now in the Copa del Rey final between Athletic Bilbao and Football Club Barcelona. 0-0, although the Blaugranas have had the ball in the back of the net. Ruled out for offside. Dani Alves getting forward, holds it up. And the ball goes out on this near side. And Iñaki Williams trying to get on the end of it, but it's turned forward by Sergio Busquets. Rakitic seeing a run from Suarez, and that's a good save by Herrerin. The ball's picked up by Dani Alves. Dani Alves winding his way into the box. Dani Alves plays it into Rakitic. It comes back to Iniesta. Takes a deflection there off Leo Messi inside the box, and Suarez keeps it in. Also, the Barca players think. In fact, the ball has gone out. For a goal kick. So Barca putting Athletic under pressure for really the first time in the game so far this evening. But remember, Barca have had the ball in the back of the net already. As Herrerin takes the goal kick. Dani Alves floats the ball across field for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba continues his run and gets the ball back from Neymar. Alba pulls it back for Luis Suarez inside the penalty area. Luis Suarez just takes his time, but the ball almost falls, fortunately, to Iniesta. Played forward for Iñaki Williams, and it's picked up by Aduriz. Aduriz goes down under the challenge from Neymar. That's going to be a free kick to Athletic Bilbao inside their own half, just inside the centre circle. Athletic weathering the storm at the moment. And they'll have another free kick, and Iago Herrerin comes 30 or 40 yards outside of his penalty area to take that free kick. He'll launch it forward, looking for the head, no doubt, of Aritz Aduriz. Aduriz jumps there with Busquets. Busquets wins the header, but it's Beñat, or rather it's Mikel San Jose. He tries to find Andoni Iraola over on the far side. Andoni Iraola playing his last game for Athletic Bilbao here against Barca at Camp Nou, and his debut in the league for Athletic came against Barca in the old San Mamés Stadium back in 2003. Iraola set to leave the club in the summer after 13 seasons with Los Leones, as they're known, the Lions, one of Bilbao's nicknames. First again takes a goal kick and finds Dani Alves down the right-hand side. Dani Alves sweeps the ball across, looking for his fellow Brazilian on the far side, Neymar. Neymar turns it back to Jordi Alba, who's just inside the Athletic half. At the pass side, they've got plenty of players back. Neymar tries to go around Unai Bustinza. Barca would feel perhaps that Bustinza's inexperience is something that they can target. Bustinza just with a little shove on Neymar. It'll be a free kick to the Blaugranas. The ball is played up to Rakitic. Rakitic plays it back to Dani Alves. Leo Messi. Leo Messi's got Mikel San Jose all over him. Messi gets away from his man, but it's cut out there by the youngster Bustinza. Dani Alves comes across with his foot up, and that's going to be a free kick. Dani Alves going in high. Here on Beñat. Referee Velasco Carvalho right on the spot. It's going to be Iago Herrerin. He'll take the goal kick again, looking for the head of Aduriz. The ball's nodded down into the Barca penalty area, just behind Iñaki Williams. Marc-Andre ter Stegen just collects the ball inside the Barca penalty area. Alves plays the ball across into the middle. Busquets put under pressure by Aduriz. Sends it back to Javier Mascherano. Mascherano plays the ball out to the left-hand side to Neymar. Piqué. Alves sends it back to Messi. Neymar on the left-hand side, just gives it back for Mascherano. Athletic happy to sit back. Iniesta goes forward. It's done there by Xavi Echeta, former Elche central defender, partnering Aymeric Laporte at the back today for Athletic, with Carlos Corpegui, the veteran, left on the bench. Mikel Rico comes across, puts Leo Messi under pressure. Messi again picks the ball up from the throw-in. This time he's got Valenciaga on his back. Messi battling with Valenciaga. The ball goes out. And it's going to be a throw-in to Athletic Bilbao. Mikel Valenciaga will take it halfway inside his own half here on the near side. Luis Enrique and Ernesto Valverde both right on the edge of their technical areas. Yes, a challenge from San Jose on Neymar. Yes, around the referee, Velasco Carvalho, but he is an experienced campaigner. I don't think he will allow any of the players to put him under pressure. San Jose came across there and just caught Neymar. It was a free kick. And the referee still in conversation with Athletic right back Mikel Valenciaga. And it's going to be Dani Alves standing over the free kick. Leo Messi is there as well. Rakitic on hand. The ball comes to the Croatian. He spreads it across to the left-hand side to Andres Iniesta. Iniesta finds Neymar. Neymar looks as though he's just about to pull the trigger from the edge of the box, but he's held up there by Echeta. Athletic get it away, but only as far as Javier Mascherano, who's just a couple of yards inside his own half. Now it's Andres Iniesta who's picked it up. Finds Dani Alves on this right-hand side. Ball is played forward for Luis Suarez, and the whistle has gone for a foul on Aymeric Laporte. And Luis Suarez penalised there by the referee's assistant on this near side. The flag went up pretty quickly. In fact, it was the referee, I think, who made the decision. Luis Suarez adjudged to have brought down Laporte. And it will be Iago Herrerin to take the free kick from deep inside the Athletic half. Plays it forward, looking for Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams allowed the free header, but he just flicks the ball up in the air backwards. And it's gathered by Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who in theory should be in between the posts again next weekend in the Champions League final in Berlin against Juventus. Leo Messi plays the ball back to Dani Alves. Messi picks the ball up inside the Athletic half, then tries to get away from Valenciaga. Players come across, 1, 2, 3, but Messi gets away from all three of them. Then Messi gets into the box. Messi with a fantastic run. Messi with a strike. And what a fantastic goal from Leo Messi. Unbelievable, unbelievable. From virtually the halfway line, he took on 3 players, went past each and every one of them, then drove into the penalty area, and then with a perfect left-footed strike, struck the ball past Thiago Herrerin at the near post, and that is one of the most memorable goals that I've ever seen, and that's one of the most memorable goals that you will ever see. And Leo Messi, in his 50th game in the Copa del Rey, scores his 23rd goal in the competition, and that was simply an unbelievable goal, worthy of any final. Copa del Rey, Champions League, Super Cup, you name it. Messi here, we look at the replay, gets away from Balenciaga, gets away from Mikel Rico, then gets away from Laporte, and then finds the gap at the near post that nobody else even knows is there. Messi, Mikel Rico tries to bring him down, and only one man would have found that gap at the near post, and that man is the Barca number 10, Leo Messi. And the Blaugranas are ahead after 20 minutes. It's Athletic Bilbao 0, Football Club Barcelona 1. And if any goal deserves to win a cup final, it was that one. 57 goals in the season now for Leo Messi. And surely that must be not just amongst the best of this season, but amongst the best that he's ever scored. The whole stadium, the Blaugrana half of the stadium in any case, comes to life. And the Blaugranas are 1-0 up. And what can Athletic do here? Barca coming forward again, Iniesta. And the ball forward, but it's picked up by Athletic, and now Iñaki Williams coming forward. The ball comes back to Balenciaga. And that's picked up by Mikel Rico. And stopped by a good challenge from Gerard Piqué. Dani Alves plays the ball out to Piqué. Now picked up by Busquets. It was cleared by Busquets. And Iniesta, who finds Neymar. Neymar over halfway. Dani Alves plays the ball out to the right-hand side for Leo Messi. Messi plays the ball in to looking for Luis Suarez at far post, and the Uruguayan takes the ball in his stride, but first touch is slightly too heavy, and it's picked up by Athletic goalkeeper Thiago Herrerin. The whole ground pretty much still in shock after that unbelievable strike from Leo Messi from this right-hand side. Long ball forward from Athletic, looking for Iñaki Williams. Rakitic sends the ball back to goalkeeper Maka, dari Stegen. Now Mascherano lets the ball out to the right-hand side. Leo Messi sends it back to Piqué. Iniesta wants to be left-hand side there for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba has the ball across to Piqué. Now Leo Messi finding Dani Alves inside the Athletic half. Alves. And Rakitic, Barca keeping possession, controlling the game much better in these last 10 or 15 minutes than they did early on, as we approach the 25-minute mark here in the first half at Camp Nou. And Blaugrana fans burst out into a chant of Messi, Messi, to pay homage to the hero. And it's goals like the one he scored just a few minutes ago that have made the man the legend that he is here at Football Club Barcelona. And not just at Barca, but in the world of football in general. Many would argue with him being perhaps the greatest player ever to have played the game. As Dani Alves picks the ball up just inside the Athletic half, Messi gets it back to Dani Alves. Dani Alves looking for the Touch there to find Rakitic, and then Messi just whips the ball off the toe of Laporte, and he plays it through for Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez got a player in the middle. It's Neymar. That's a great save by Herrerin at the near post. Neymar just trying to get in before the goalkeeper and touch it beyond him at the near post. But Herrerin, not for the first time this evening, makes an excellent save. And Barca threatening a second. Rakitic. Moves it up to Neymar. Almost all the action taking place inside the Athletic half now. Rakitic finds Dani Alves on this right-hand side. Dani Alves closed down by Miguel Rico, but he still manages to find Leo Messi in the middle. Leo Messi shadowed by Valenciaga. He's trying to do a man-to-man job on the Argentine. Not really working at the moment, as Neymar is tracked down there by Unai Bustinza. Barca try and take the free kick quickly. Neymar's stayed on the ground. You can see a replay there. This fantastic goal. Leo Messi's quick feet getting him away from 3 Athletic defenders, and then just a touch with his left foot to get away from Laporte, and then drilling the ball into the corner. Iago Herrerin will be a little bit disappointed, I think, to have been beaten at his near post. But if anyone's going to beat you at the near post, it's going to be Leo Messi, and there is almost a second. Herrerin makes up for any possible blame he had in Leo Messi's opening goal by making another fantastic save. The ball came in, and it was a touch from Gerard Piqué, and Herrerin just got a hand to it and turned it over the crossbar. That was so close to being a second there for the Blaugranas. And Barca now will have a corner. It'll be the first corner of the game. It comes on 26 minutes. It's going to be Ivan Rakitic to take it. Rakitic kills it in. Looking for the leap there of Leo Messi. Dani Alves plays it back. It's picked up by Neymar into the side netting. Neymar. I don't think it would have counted anyway though, because I think the flag was up. The Brazilian at the side netting, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. The flag was up, as we see a replay of the fantastic save from Herrerin at the near post, and that came just before he made another fantastic save from Gerard Piqué. So the Athletic keeper keeping his side in the game at the moment. Athletic for once inside the Barca half, and Rakitic bundles over Miguel Rico, and it's going to be a free kick to Athletic Bilbao. On this left-hand side, it's going to be Benyat to take it. Athletic lost a little bit of that impetus they showed in the opening 10 minutes, and it's the Blaugranas who are dominating at the moment, but it's the Basque side on the attack at the moment. This set piece, Benyat plays the ball into the middle, looking for the header of Van der Rieth. It's flicked onto the far post. Picked up there by Mikel San Jose, turns it back to Iñaki Williams. Williams gets his cross in, but it's straight into the midriff of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen with a quick clearance, looking to set Luis Suarez free, but Valenciaga wins the header. The ball is free on the left-hand side for Barca. Neymar keeps it in, and then he's taken down there by Bustinza. And it's going to be, in fact, it was Andoni Iraola, the Athletic captain. Neymar coming in. Free kick goes Barca's way. Referee wants it to be retaken again. It's Iniesta. He does take it as we approach the half-hour mark here in the first half of this 2015 Copa del Rey final between Football Club Barcelona and Athletic Club de Bilbao. Barca leading by 1-0. Leo Messi the scorer after 20 minutes. And if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you try and see it somewhere soon, because it's well worth it. One of the greatest goals probably ever scored in a Copa del Rey final, and there have been some over the years. Undoubtedly, Messi's goal will go down alongside some of the greats in the competition, as Mascherano picks up Dani Alves inside the Athletic half. Now here's the man himself, Leo Messi, on the right-hand side. Looks Jordi Alba on that left-hand side, one of those fantastic cross-field balls. The ball's played in right across the Athletic 6-yard box, and Luis Suarez trying to get a touch there. He could easily have made it 2-0. Another great move involving Leo Messi. Fantastic diagonal ball all the way across. And then Messi intelligently allowed Jordi Alba sliding the ball across the middle. Busquets, misplaced pass allows Beñat to sweep it out to the right-hand side for Bustinza. Bustinza coming forward, he's got Iñaki Williams outside him. Here is Williams. And Iñaki Williams plays the ball into the box. It's cleared by Mascherano. And the ball goes out on the far side. It'll be a throw into Athletic Bilbao, level with the Barca 18-yard box. Iñaki Williams tries to turn it back there to Bustinza, but the whistle has gone for offside. It's going to be a free kick to Barca. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving there between Iñaki Williams and Jordi Alba. The referee comes across just to try and cool things down. Williams and Jordi Alba just getting built up in the emotion of the moment, I think. The referee just having a quick word, telling them to calm down. Nothing untoward has come of it. It'll be a quick case of shake hands and let's get on with it. Indeed it is, as Barca take the free kick. Comes across to Mascherano, still inside his own half. Plays it across to the right-hand side. Pick up by Dani Alves, and then Messi inside his own half plays it back to Gerard Piqué. Barca in possession inside the Athletic half now. Iniesta swings the ball across to Piqué. Piqué moves it forward, looking for Rakitic. Rakitic taken out from behind. That's going to be a free kick. Just inside the Athletic half, it's going to be Leo Messi to take it. Move across to the left-hand side to Andres Iniesta. Iniesta is it forward for Jordi Alba. Alba, a little touch for Neymar. Luis Suarez makes a run. Neymar goes into the gap. Neymar into the box. Neymar trying to replicate what Leo Messi did just earlier. And then Dani Alves floats the ball into the middle. But the flag is up on this near side once again. Offside in there. And it's going to be a free kick. As we get a replay of Neymar's run into the box. That was really all set up by some great off-the-ball running by Luis Suarez to drag the defenders away from that space and to allow Neymar to come across to the right-hand side of the penalty area. In the end, the Brazilian couldn't get his shot away. Now Athletic have it inside the Barca half. Mikel Rico down this left-hand side. Hasn't really seen too much of the ball, the former Granada man. Beñat swings the ball into the box looking for Aduriz, who arrives late at the far post. Well, in fact, it was Iraola, the Athletic captain. The ball just evading Aduriz and Iraola as it bounced away. And it's going to be a goal kick to be taken by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Ter Stegen plays the ball through the middle looking for Luis Suarez. Suarez challenged there by Laporte, but it's turned away by Laporte's centre-back partner, Xavier Cheita. Busquets putting the pressure by Iñaki Williams, finds Iniesta. Iniesta just tidies up as Athletic decide to pressure Barca high up the field. Mikel Rico almost dispossessing Dani Alves. Gerard Piqué turns it back to ter Stegen. Athletic trying to put Barca under pressure. And then Iñaki Williams does win it back. Now Iraola. For once there, Athletic's plan working, but Barca now tried the same thing, and Athletic have to turn the ball all the way back to Herrerin sends it forward towards Miguel Rico, who knows he's offside, so he just basically ignores the ball and allows Dani Alves to take it. And then Alves is caught by Miguel Rico. The ball comes off Athletic's ball midfielder. And so throw into Barca, comes back to Gerard Piqué. Piqué brings the ball across to Iniesta. There's the left-hand side, Alba. Neymar combining well to set up Iniesta. Iniesta now running up the Athletic defence. It's Cheita there. Got a foot in. It comes back to Andres Iniesta. 10 minutes to go till half-time. It's Athletic Bilbao 0. Football Club Barcelona 1. Yeah, Messi the scorer after 20 minutes. Here is the Argentine. Finds Alves, gets it back from Alves. Valenciaga right on his heels, as he has had for pretty much all of this first half. Then Messi tries to thread one of those through balls for Luis Suarez. Rakitic plays it back for Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez across to Neymar, and that is 2-0. Barca have doubled their advantage after 36 minutes here at Camp Nou. That magical front three once again combining, and that could be the decisive goal in this contest. Just came out of nowhere, slick passing between the front three, and Barca are 2-0 up now in the Copa del Rey final against Athletic Club de Bilbao. That was a goal that just seemed to come out of nowhere. Rakitic picked it up, played it into the feet of Messi. Rakitic got it back, played it through to Luis Suarez, who was onside, and the Uruguayan, with his typical selfishness, squared the ball across to Neymar, who gets his 7th goal in the Copa del Rey this season, and more importantly makes it 2-0 here in the final against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Neymar, 38 goals now in all competitions this season, and Barca's front three have now scored 119 goals between them, moving past the record set back in 2012 by Higuain, Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema, who scored 118 between them. Unbelievable to think how 3 players could score so many goals in a season. That goal also crucial in this contest now. Athletic had any thoughts of trying to get it back into this game before half-time. It's going to be doubly difficult now. 2 goals down. There's still 8 minutes to go in the first half. It's the Blaugrana flags that are being waved now here at Camp Nou. The red and white half of the stadium pretty quiet, but Iñaki Williams now has picked the ball up on the edge of the Barca penalty area, and he gets his cross in, but it's cut out by Mascherano. Rakitic plays it forward for Neymar. Neymar with a little turn that takes more away from one player, but it's Laporte who steps in. Laporte now putting Dani Alves under pressure. Alves keeps his cool up. As all this played out on the far side. So it's going to be a free kick to Barca. There's a foul by Aymeric Laporte, as we see a replay of that goal for Neymar. One of the simplest he'll score all season. And it was that unselfish play from Luis Suarez. It really made life so easy for the Brazilian. Neymar just rolling the ball into an empty net. And here Athletic on the attack. Aduriz goes down inside the centre circle. It's going to be a free kick. So have to be careful here. I know that goal from Athletic before half-time will put them right back into this contest. So now just have to try and keep things tight at the back and make sure they don't give Athletic any opportunity to get back into this game. Beñat Sticks the free kick into the box. The ball is loose. Bounces over Iraola's head and goes out for a goal kick, which will be taken quickly by Maka ter Stegen. Let's play out to the left-hand side for Jordi Alba. Alba tries a little back heel, but he closed down quickly by Iraola. Iraola wins it back, plays the ball into the middle, looking for Iñaki Williams. It comes off the crossbar. That's the closest Athletic have come to scoring here this evening. Iraola playing the ball into the box, spotting the run of Iñaki Williams, and Williams on the volley. And the ball just skimming off the top of Marc-Andre ter Stegen's crossbar. And that was a little warning to Barca, but here they are on the attack. Neymar holds it up for Iniesta. Iniesta almost took too much time there. Plays his pass to Messi. The Athletic crowd out Leo Messi. And play the ball out to the left-hand side. Aduriz gets away from Piqué. Piqué comes sliding in. And that's going to be the first yellow card of the evening. Piqué comes across to shake hands with Aduriz there. So with 41 minutes gone in the Copa del Rey final, Gerard Piqué becomes the first player to be cautioned by referee Velasco Carvalho. Piqué just a little bit unlucky there. I think he was pulling out of the challenge, and Aduriz really just caught him with his momentum. So Athletic will have a free kick. It's going to be Beñat to throw the ball into the penalty area. Beñat, that looks dangerously close to Marc-Andre ter Stegen from an Athletic point of view, of course. Ter Stegen just takes the ball easily on the edge of the penalty area. The ball comes down to Neymar on the left-hand side. Neymar, got Jordi Alba making a run. He's got Luis Suarez as well, and Suarez taken down from behind by Mikel San Jose. And in fact, no, it's Iraola, and it's the Athletic captain who's going to be booked. Yellow cards like buses. You don't see one for a while, and then two come straight away. So Andoni Iraola. Showing a yellow card. And Barca have a free kick. Leo Messi and Rakitic standing over this free kick. Athletic have at least 4 or 5 men in the wall. Messi plays it in, and Herrera goes across to make the save. And the ball has gone out for a corner. Just the second Rakitic to take it, takes it short to Iniesta. Iniesta closed down by Iñaki Williams, but he gets away from the striker, plays it into Neymar. Neymar, a little back heel there, looking for the return ball for Iniesta. And Athletic get it away, but then Rakitic chases back, holds off Beñat, but it's run out of play. It's a Barca throw in though. Athletic fans down at the far end of the stadium not too happy with that decision as we move into the final minute of the first half. Barca leading by 2-0. Leo Messi putting them ahead after 20 minutes with a fantastic goal that began here on the near touchline on the Barca right-hand side. He flew away from 3 players, then went round Aymeric Laporte inside the Athletic penalty area and drilled a shot home at Iago Herrera's near post to open the scoring and score one of the most memorable goals that you would ever hope to see in a cup final. And then after 36 minutes, it was Neymar who doubled Barca's advantage after great unselfish work from Luis Suarez. That came from a great move down the right-hand side involving Maka and Leo Messi as well. Now Barca with the advantage at the moment. And things can change awfully quickly in football, and they'll know that the job is only half done as referee Velasco Carvalho blows the whistle and points the two sides towards the dressing rooms. It's the Blaugranas who have the advantage here at Camp Nou in this 2015 Copa del Rey final, but there's still 45 minutes to go. 45 minutes standing between Barca and the league and cup double. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Hello and welcome back to Camp Nou for the second half of the 2015 Copa del Rey final. The good news is Barca are leading by 2-0 against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Leo Messi with a simply magical goal in the first half after 20 minutes gave the Blaugranas the lead. He picked the ball up on the right-hand side of the Barca flank and then managed to go past 3 Athletic defenders and then another inside the penalty area before striking home a unbelievably precise shot to sneak in at Iago Herrerin's near post. That made it 1-0. Then Neymar, after 36 minutes, double Barca's advantage with the simplest of finishes after some great work by Rakitic and some pretty unselfish play from Luis Suarez, presenting Neymar on a plate with his 7th goal in the Copa del Rey this season. Neymar top scorer in the competition ahead of Aritz Aduriz of Athletic, who's on 5, and Pedro, who's on the bench this evening for Barca. He's also got 5 in the competition this season, along with Leo Messi. In fact, Leo Messi had 5 before the game started, and now he's moved ahead of Aduriz and Pedro, on to 6, just 1 behind his Brazilian teammate. We're underway in this second half. Barca kicking from right to left, attacking the end where the majority of the Athletic Club de Bilbao fans are congregated. I'll just have a quick run through the 2 lineups for you in case you missed it right at the beginning of the game. Athletic Club de Bilbao go with Iago Herrerin in goal, Bustinza, Echeita, Laporta and Balenciaga at the back. In midfield, Andoni Iraola, the captain, Mikel San Jose, Beñat and Mikel Rico, and then Iñaki Williams then just behind Aritz Aduriz, the striker. Barca, they go with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal. The German has been ever present in the Copa del Rey and the Champions League this season. At the back, Dani Alves, Gerard Piqué, Javier Mascherano and Jordi Alba. In midfield, Ivan Rakitic, Sergio Busquets and Iniesta. And up front, a magical trio of Leo Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar, who now have scored 119 goals between them this season, a record. They move 1 beyond the total recorded by Higuaín, Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo back in 2012, and it's one of those attacking trio. Neymar, the attack at the moment for Barca, but Athletic come away with it. Play forward by San Jose, held up inside his own half by Iñaki Williams. Williams is taken down from behind by Sergio Busquets, and that's going to be the first free kick of this second half. Barca looking to record a 3rd victory over Athletic de Bilbao in the Copa del Rey final since 2009, when they beat them 4-1 in Mestalla under Pep Guardiola. His first trophy as Blaugrana manager. They repeated the feat in 2009 in his last game in charge when they beat Marcelo Bielsa's Athletic 3-0 in the Vicente Calderón. And now they're well on the way, recording a 3rd victory in 6 seasons over the Mas side in the cup final. But it's Ernesto Valverde's team who had the first corner of the second half, and indeed the first corner of the game. And it's going to be Beñat, former Betis man, the dead ball expert, who comes across to take it. Athletic certainly poses a threat from set pieces. Aduriz, San Jose, and it's taken up there. Beñat plays the ball in, looking for San Jose at the near post. San Jose with a foot up. I think he caught Dani Alves on the back of the head. It's going to be a free kick inside the Barca penalty area. Dani Alves, a rather unusual new haircut to mark the occasion of the Spanish Cup final. Completely bald, apart from a slight tuft of hair on the top of his head. I think that's what Mikel San Jose might have been trying to remove with his boot. Dani Alves seems to have taken it on the back of the head and one in the mouth. He's back on his feet. It'll be a free kick to the Blaugranas to be taken by Maka, dari, ingin. Athletic players pressure miles high up the field, so ingin hits it long in the general direction of Neymar, but it's won by Jeta. Jeta again brings the ball back into the Barca half. It just sails over the head of Aritz Aduriz and at the feet of ingin, who finds Mascherano on this left-hand side. Athletic substitutes warming up, and Ito Raspe amongst them. Midfielder. He's had problems with injury this season. Season in which he was called up into the Spain squad, but since his return he's been able to reclaim his place in midfield, with Miguel San Jose playing so well. Ibai Gomez also warming up. And Athletic on the attack with Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams, son of a Iberian mother and Ghanaian father, came to the Basque Country in the 1980s, born in Bilbao. Left in Pamplona as a youngster before moving back to Bilbao and joining the Athletic youth system at Lezama. As Barca come forward into the penalty area, but it's San Jose getting back and gets a foot in. Ball is played up towards Aduriz. They're battling with Busquets. And it's a foul by the Athletic striker, and Barca take the free kick quickly now. Luis Suarez has got Rakitic on his right. Rakitic plays the ball across, and it takes a deflection there off Aymeric Laporte, I think it was, and ends up in the arms of Iago Herrerin. Athletic over halfway now. Mikel Rico, 5 minutes gone in the second half. Barca still leading here at camp now by 2-0. Athletic give the ball away in midfield, and he could be punished here with Neymar coming forward. Neymar finds Messi on the edge of the penalty area. Messi goes down, but the referee says it was a clean challenge. And Athletic come away with it. The Barca fans inside the stadium don't really agree, as Andres Iniesta does well in midfield. This time there will be a free kick. Luis Suarez brought down by Xavier Jeta, who was sent off in Barca's 5-2 victory at San Mamés this season in the league. Barca did the double over Athletic, winning 2-0 here back in September with a brace from Neymar. And then in the return fixture at San Mamés, Barca won by 5-2. Messi, Neymar, Suarez all on the score sheet that day. Jeta scoring an own goal, Pedro getting the 5th. Jeta sent off late on for a nasty challenge on Leo Messi. Iñaki Williams is brought down inside the Barca half by Javier Mascherano. It's going to be a free kick to Athletic. Some 15 yards in. Neymar just kicks the ball away there. Brazilian has to be careful unless he fancies joining Gerard Piqué and Andoni Iraola, 2 players who were cautioned in the first half by referee Velasco Carvalho, who's going to cross to have a quick word with Luis Enrique, who's on the edge of his technical area. Xavi Hernandez warming up, about to enter the fray, and who's been hitting the headlines recently. As Beñat plays the free kick in, it's turned away by Javier Mascherano. Comes back to Bustinza. Bustinza plays the ball over to the left-hand side. Ball's turned into the box again. It's headed away by Gerard Piqué, only as far as Mikel Rico on the edge of the box. Mikel Rico to Iraola. The ball still loose inside the Barca penalty area. He comes back to Iraola, hits it on the volley. Takes a deflection of Andres Iniesta and goes behind for Athletic's second corner of this second half. And in fact, their second corner of the game. Ernesto Valverde's side become brightly in the second half, as they need to. 2 goals behind in this Copa del Rey final. Xavi Hernandez limbering up, want to enter the fray. Almost any opportunity as Ter Stegen punches the ball away. Rather half-heartedly there, but it was headed back in by Iraola. And taken easily by Ter Stegen at the second opportunity. Athletic on the attack again, over on the far side. Dani Alves getting a bit too close to Aduriz. And it's going to be a free kick to Athletic. It's going to be Beñat to take it. Athletic got plenty of players lined up on the edge of the area. Beñat flicks it in, and it's towards the far post. It almost fell for Aduriz. Now Rakitic gets it away. Makes it up to Neymar. Neymar has the ball up to Busquets. Busquets with a lovely piece of skill sends it back into Neymar. Neymar back to Luis Suarez on his left-hand side. And some good defending there from Aymeric Laporte. And it's going to be a Barca throw-in, but before that, we're going to see Xavi Hernandez into the fray. To make an appearance in the Copa del Rey final. He comes on to replace Andres Iniesta, and Xavi Hernandez recently announced that he will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Had an emotional farewell last weekend in his last ever league game at Camp Nou. That came against Deportivo La Coruña in the 2-2 draw last Saturday. This is a foul inside the Athletic half. It's going to be a free kick to the Blaugranas. Xavi Hernandez has played 765 official games for the Blaugranas, and he's won more trophies than anyone else. As a Blaugranas, Luis Suarez latches onto a loose ball inside the Athletic penalty area. Uruguayan looking to join his teammates Messi and Neymar on the score sheet, as he has done so many times this season. It was Dani Alves who drove into the box. Ball came off Laporte and broke for Luis Suarez, but it was a good challenge by Echeta to turn the ball behind for a corner. Barca take the corner shot. Now it's Dani Alves. Dani Alves spots the run down the right-hand side there of Leo Messi. He heads it into the box, but it's picked up by Iago Herrerin inside his 6-yard box. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. Barca still leading by 2-0. Barca on course for the League Cup double for the 6th time in their history. Last time they did it was back in 2009. That season, which would eventually, of course, become a treble-winning season. And hopefully, Barca can claim the League Cup double here today. Once again, it will be the springboard for an historic treble, with that Champions League final to come next weekend against Juventus in the Olympia Stadion. Athletic made a change as well. Mikel Susaeta has come on to replace captain Andoni Iraola, who has played his final minute in official competition for Athletic Bilbao after 13 seasons. Susaeta comes on, and he played in 7 Copa del Rey games so far this season. Over on the far side, Mikel Valenciaga becomes the 3rd player to be booked this evening for the foul on Leo Messi, dragging down the Argentine. Susaeta on for Iraola. Pass up a free kick over on the far side inside their own half, taken by Dani Alves. Alves sends it back to Gerard Piqué as we get a glimpse of Iraola sitting on the bench. The only survivor in the starting 11 of the 11 that took the field against Barca in 2012 under Vicente Calderon, the last time the sides met in this competition in the final. Ter Stegen into the pass to the left-hand side to Javier Mascherano. Mascherano putting the pressure by Iñaki Williams. The ball comes all the way back to Ter Stegen. Now Busquets. Mascherano, now Xavi Hernandez. To say this is Xavi Hernandez's last ever appearance in the Barca shirt, because you would think at some point next Saturday he's certain to make an appearance. Knowing the starting 11 there, known as a substitute. The ball is played on the left-hand side. Looking for the run of Jordi Alba. The ball goes out, and it's going to be an Athletic throw-in on the near side, deep inside their own half. It's taken there by Bustinza, and Busquets takes it on the head and play forward towards Luis Suarez. He looked for a free kick, but nothing given by the referee, Velasco Carvalho. PK heads the ball away and into the path of Leo Messi, who tries to find Neymar out on the left-hand side. Good working defence there by Balenciaga, who's been shadowing Leo Messi all evening, always successfully, as we saw in the 20th minute when Leo Messi scored that wonderful individual goal, bursting in from the right-hand side. As the player's playing the ball that has gone out, the referee allows play to continue. Now Udif goes down right on the halfway line, caught by Sergio Busquets, and Udif making gestures towards the official, asking him to consider the fact that perhaps the challenge was worthy of a booking. Referee Velasco Carvalho takes absolutely no notice of Udif, but he does give Athletic a free kick. Beñat is going to take it, as he does with almost every dead ball situation. Ball is launched forward into the box, headed out towards Mikel Rico. And it's Makitic who gets it away for Barca. Athletic back in possession, no Beñat. Gets the ball back. And from Balenciaga down that left-hand side, Mikel Rico comes across with Gerard Piqué. Has the ball right into the corner, flicks it up and then gets it clear as best he can. Out on the far side, throw in to Athletic. It's Iñaki Williams who picks it up. Messi there just trying a little back heel for Dani Alves. He's gone out once again. Thrown to Athletic about halfway inside the Barca half. On the far side, as we look down for a mark commentary position, may appear to Camp now. Neymar nods the ball forward as Barca try and counter quickly. Luis Suarez volleys it onto Messi. Athletic get in the way though via Bustinza. Ball just chases away from Susaeta, who's come on in the second half to replace Andoni Iraola. Susaeta has just got once in the Copa del Rey so far this season. Played in all but one game. As Bustinza is penalised for the foul on Luis Suarez just inside the Athletic half, just the other two in from the touchline, in front of the two coaches, and both standing on the edge of the technical areas. Now Messi just loses the ball over on the far side. It's going to be a throw-in to Athletic. We'll play back to goalkeeper Iago Herrerin there by Enric Laporte. Long ball forward looking for Iñaki Williams. He sees the ball over his left shoulder and out for a Barca throw-in. It was a bit of a lull here in the second half. And coming up to 20 minutes gone. Here to Camp now. The substitutes warming up. Pedro and Jeremy Mathieu coming out to stretch their legs. Athletic already have substitutes warming up as well. Carlos Corpegui amongst them. Striker Kike Sola. Raspe as well, still warming up. As Dani Alves picks the ball up in midfield, tries to find Rakitic, who was coming back from an offside position. Rakitic just let the ball run through. Picked up by Mikel Rico, sends it back to Herrerin. Herrerin just to the penalty area and then hits it long, looking for the head of Aduriz. Aduriz trying to flick it on for Iñaki Williams and Susayeta on this right-hand side, but Jordi Alba gets there first. Jordi Alba tries to find Neymar, but it's cut out by Unai Bostintha. Falls to Iñaki Williams. Williams, a bit of skill there, trying to get away from Alba and Mascherano, but he can't get away from Busquets. And then Xavi Hernandez spots Leo Messi. Messi with Balenciaga right on top of him. Balenciaga does a really good job of preventing Leo Messi from getting in behind an Athletic defence, and in the end, the Basques managed to stop Leo Messi for once, and the ball is back with Herrerin. Mika Rico picks the ball up on the left-hand side. He's got Rakitic right in front of him, and the Croatian gets a touch and puts the ball out for a throw-in, which is taken quickly. Benyat to play the ball through along the ground for Iñaki Williams, but it's cut out by Busquets. And just runs away from Mika Rico on the far side. Will be a throw-in to Barca. The ball runs to Luis Suarez. Xavi Hernandez picks out Neymar. Neymar tries to get the ball onto his right foot, which he does, and then he slices his shot horribly. And it goes out for a throw-in. Far off it. Neymar seemed to do everything right there as he got the ball into the box, got away from the two defenders, and then he was just off balance as he hit his shot, and it came off the outside of his right foot and almost went out for a throw-in. We can forgive Neymar that missed shot as Rakitic is brought down from behind by Iñaki Williams, and that's going to be a yellow card surely from the referee Velasco Carvalho. Indeed it is. So Iñaki Williams becomes the fourth player to be looked here in this Spanish Cup final. He joins teammates Irola Balenciaga in the referee's notebook, as well as Barca's Gerard Piqué. Blaugranas will have a free kick over on the right-hand side. Xavi Hernandez standing over the ball. Looks as though it is going to be the Barca captain, Leo Messi, over there as well, but Xavi bends it in, looking for Luis Suarez, who just seemed to get a touch on the ball, but he could divert it goalwards. An opportunity there for the Uruguayan, but the flag was up though, so couldn't have counted. Luis Suarez had just been offside as that free kick from Xavi Hernandez came in. Iago Herrerin will take the free kick from inside the Athletic penalty area, looking for Aduriz. Aduriz brings it down nicely and just overhits his pass. Can Susayeta to keep it in? No, he can't. Bit of control there from Aritz Aduriz. Comes to nothing. The pass is overhit. Hasta Valverde looks on from the sidelines. Almost halfway through the second half here at Camp Nou. Barca still enjoying that two-goal lead they built up in the first half, as Dani Alves is scored from behind by Benyat just over the halfway line. That was a promising counter from the Blaugranas, brought to an end by the diminutive midfielder. It'll be a free kick to Barca. Dani Alves taking his time getting back up as Luis Enrique is deep in conversation with his assistant in the dugouts, Juan Carlos Unzue. Neymar tries to get away from Bostintha. Bostintha plays the ball to San Jose, who loses out. Nice touch from Busquets, and Neymar almost set up Leo Messi, but Balenciaga is in quickly, puts the ball out on the far side. There's going to be a throw-in to the Blaugranas. Well, halfway inside the Athletic half, it's taken by Dani Alves. Ball as with Leo, or rather with Neymar, who's got Dani Alves outside him. Dani Alves tries to get across him, but it's blocked by Rico. That's going to be another corner to the Blaugranas, the first of this second half and the fourth of the game. It's going to be Xavi Hernandez to take it. Blaugrana fans getting behind their side. They can sense the Barca on their way to a 27th victory in the Copa del Rey. There's still time left though, there's still work to be done. Athletic going to come on the counter. And it's Dani Alves who chases back. I think it's Mascherano. Jordi Alba picks it up. Mascherano moves it forward to Rakitic. Messi into Busquets finds Xavi Hernandez. Picks out Jordi Alba. Busquets plays it back to Mascherano. Sweeping ball downfield, crossfield. Dani Alves, the ball comes off Rico, and that's going to be another corner for the Blaugranas, their fifth of the game. And it's going to be Xavi Hernandez to stride across and take it for the Blaugranas. Taken short, Athletic get it away. Goes out on the far side. Dani Alves this time. He'll take the throw in. Looking for the run of Luis Suarez. Suarez trying to turn away there. San Jose, I think it was. In fact, it was Cheita. There's a little centre of gravity there. So important. Luis Suarez. As he tries to turn away from the defenders. Those with Jordi Alba now inside the Barca half. Mascherano plays it forward for Neymar. Neymar cross to Xavi. Xavi. A little touch there to Rakitic as he saw Rico going to put him under pressure. Rakitic gets it back from Leo Messi. Cross to Xavi Hernandez. Barca just trying to control the game in the second half. They've got the advantage. It's Athletic who really have the onus on them to go on the attack. Sejenak dispossessed by Neymar. Ball comes back to Mascherano. Mascherano swings it crossfield, looking for Dani Alves. Dani Alves comes in field, gets away from Rico. Gives it back to Busquets. Busquets. There's Rakitic. Back to Gerard Piqué. His options, one of them is Rakitic, now Dani Alves. Barca just playing possession football here as Athletic look as though they're about to make a double change, and Ernesto Valverde will make one last throw of the dice. Looks as though it's going to be Iter Raspe and Quique Sola to come on. Midfielder and a striker. Dani Alves gets forward, gets his cross in as well. A chance there for Leo Messi at the near post, and that's 3-0. Leo Messi, the Athletic defence just took their eye off the ball for a millisecond, and Leo Messi was in like a flash at the near post just when the Basque side were about to make a double substitution and try and throw caution to the wind. Really, it looks to be an exercise in futility now. A second goal for Leo Messi in this 2015 Spanish Cup final. Seems certain now to hand Barca a League and Cup double. Indecision in the Athletic defence, and that is simply a no-no. when you're playing against the likes of Leo Messi. Bustinza showing a little bit of inexperience, hesitating. Dani Alves, who got the cross in, and it was Messi who ghosted in at the near post. Another perfect finish from the Argentinian to go with his wonder goal in the first half. Messi showing off his entire repertoire here in the cup final. Disappointment for Harit Sadouri, written all over his face. Now Athletic do make that substitution. Nito Raspe comes on for Mikel Rico. It really looks like too late from Ernesto Valverde. Barring a miracle now, Barca seems set to claim their 27th victory in the Spanish Cup. Nito Raspe is on for Mikel Rico. And Imai Gomez is on for Beñat as well. It really is desperate times now for Athletic. 3-0 down with quarter of an hour to go. It would take a legendary comeback now for Athletic even to drag this game into extra time. Blaugranas 3-0 ahead, 2 goals in the first half. And that third from Leo Messi just a few moments ago. I mean, the Barca will almost certainly head to Berlin for Saturday's Champions League final against Juventus. Just a possible 90 minutes away from a treble, for only the second time in the club's history. Coach Luis Enrique getting ready to make a double substitution of his own. It's going to be Pedro and Jeremy Mathieu to come on. I mentioned possibly the Luis Suarez to come off, as the Uruguayan is sent away by a little flick-through ball from Xavi Hernandez, but Iago Herrerin, the Athletic keeper, is quickly out of his penalty area to clear the ball into the stands. Suarez there, threatening by Herrerin, out quickly. And it's going to be Jordi Alba to come off. Also left back is going to be replaced by Jeremy Mathieu. He will slot in at full-back in the back four. And I imagine it's going to be Luis Suarez to come off as well, to be replaced by Pedro. Luis Suarez missed the last 2 games of the league season against Atletico Madrid and Deportivo La Coruña after picking up a hamstring injury in the Champions League semi-final second leg in the Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich. Only played 45 minutes that day in the defeat that ultimately didn't prevent Barca from making it to the final. He was only given the all clear by medical staff this morning. He's lasted 77 minutes here today, but he's played an important part in Barca being on the verge of claiming the Spanish Cup for the 3rd time since 2007. It'll be the 3rd time they've beaten Athletic Bilbao in the semi-final, or in the final rather. Mathieu plays the ball up to Neymar. Neymar put under pressure by Igor Raspe, and Bustinza comes in on Neymar a bit late, but Brazilian just picks himself up. It'll be a free kick to the Blaugranas. Mascherano plays the ball across to Piqué. That's with Mascherano again. Swings the ball over to the right-hand side. Athletic fans now have been silenced pretty much. I think they, as much as anyone, know that this game is probably over as a contest. Leo Messi setting up Dani Alves. Messi getting it back from Dani Alves and then playing a perfect ball through for Neymar. Neymar just lets the ball slip away from him, but in the end it's academic because the referee's assistant on the far side has his flag in the air. Burst of pace there from Leo Messi, sending him away from the Athletic defence. So Barca leading by 3 goes to 0. Athletic now really need a miracle. And Ernesto Valverde, the coach, said they might need one, and they pulled one back anyway. Great header from Iñaki Williams. Ball was played into the Barca penalty area. Didn't look to be too much on, but Williams got in front of the defender, and then with a perfectly directed header right into the corner. Williams battling with Busquets, and a fantastically well-placed header from the Athletic number 30, Iñaki Williams, has pulled one back for Athletic. I was just saying, Ernesto Valverde said in his press conference yesterday before the game that you have to believe in miracles because sometimes they happen. And I think it would be a miracle if Athletic were to come back into this game now, but they're only 3-1 down, just over 10 minutes to go. Miracles do happen from time to time in football. Let's hope we don't see one here this evening at Camp Nou. Barca still have that 2-goal cushion though, and it's going to be very difficult for Athletic now with just 10 minutes remaining. Taking goal from Williams though. Barca launch the ball forward, looking for Leo Messi on the right hand side. It falls to the feet of Pedro. Pedro plays it back to Rakitic. Comes back into the Barca half to Mascherano. He plays it across the left hand side to Jeremy Machia. Machia into Xavi Hernandez. Machia back to Mascherano. Given away though. Bustinta picks it up. Ball's played forward by Aymeric Laporte. Mascherano and Piqué let the ball run through to Sturgeon, who's quickly off his line. Smother any possible danger. Now it's Busquets. 2 men free on that right hand side. One of them is Pedro. Pedro cuts infield. Leo Messi looking for the ball, but again it's given away and Bustinta gets a foot in. He can only divert the ball out for a throw in. Luis Enrique acts as ball boy. Jeremy Machia takes the throw from right in front of the Barca dugout. Susaeta has a good ball through the middle to set up with Turraspe. Turraspe sweeps the ball over to the left hand side, but there's nobody there. Ibai Gomez made a run infield. Turraspe just failed to look up before he placed his pass. Out again on the far side. This time it's Athletic throw in. Herrerin gets it long for the back side, taken on the chest by Aduriz. Susaeta into the penalty area, punched away by Ter Stegen. Was taken on the chest, and that's well struck by Ibai Gomez. Fortunately, it was straight at Barca's German goalkeeper, Ibai Gomez, who's no stranger to scoring spectacular goals. Scored 1 or 2 for Athletic this season. And then it was Turraspe who took it on the chest, and it was well struck by Ibai Gomez. Aduriz picks the ball up on the right hand side. He's got Bustinta in support. Bustinta gets his cross in. It falls there on the penalty spot to Ibai Gomez once again. Athletic causing 1 or 2 flutters here in the Barca defence. That was an opportunity. A little bit of hesitation this time from the Barca back four. Bustinta's cross took a deflection of Jeremy Machia, and it fell on the half volley to Ibai Gomez, who, just leaning back, wasn't able to keep it down. Athletic buoyed by that goal from Iñaki Williams now, putting Barca under pressure. Still a mountain to climb for Valverde's side. Also with that 3-0 lead, Williams has touched by Aduriz. Aduriz finds Susaeta on his right-hand side. Susaeta gets his cross in. Held up on the edge of the box. Good defending from Barca to get it away though. Turraspe is in quickly. Turraspe finds Susaeta. Susaeta with another cross in. It's cleared by Gerard Piqué. Barca holding firm as Athletic trying to throw everything at them. Susaeta is dispossessed by Rakitic, and then Luis Suarez is caught by Bustinza. And that's going to be a free kick inside. Rather, it's Pedro who's caught by Bustinza. He's diving in, the 22-year-old. Pedro's back on his feet. That is a point now for Barca where they can just try and steady the ship after the last few minutes of intense pressure from Athletic Bilbao. Cristiano will take the free kick. Lays it forward for Neymar. Neymar caught from behind by Bustinza. It's going to be another free kick to Barca. Neymar has gone down. Barca will have another free kick. Neymar's back on his feet. And the ball is back at the feet of Javier Mascherano. Comes across to Gerard Piqué. Barca fans feel as though they can relax a little bit more now and not waving those flags again, with just 5 minutes standing between them and victory in the Copa del Rey final. It's a lead by 3-1. 2 goals from Leo Messi and a goal from Neymar. Gave them the advantage, but a strike just some 5 minutes ago from Iñaki Williams has given Athletic the faintest of hopes here. It's still going to be very, very difficult for them to get themselves back into this game. Barca in control. There's Mascherano. Hits a long ball looking for Neymar down the left-hand side. Neymar with Bustinza. Neymar gets there first, but Bustinza has to get a challenge in. Neymar just holds him off. And then tries to flick the ball over the head of Bustinza. Nico Raspe isn't too happy with that. Neither is Echeta. And the Athletic players not too happy with Neymar, neither are the Athletic fans. And I feel as though the Brazilian indulging in a bit of showboating there with his side 3-1 up. And Xavi Hernandez trying to act as peacemaker. Tempers boil over. Echeta still not too happy. Valverde trying to call for calm. Iñaki Williams there putting an arm around Neymar. Neymar trying to flick the ball over Bustinza. I think 1 or 2 Athletic players took exception to what they saw as a bit of showboating by the Brazilian. Jadon in particular. And San Jose not too happy. Neymar's a big boy, he can look after himself. The upshot of all that is it's going to be goal kick to Athletic Bilbao. Around 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Headed away by Piqué. Nico Raspe heads it forward. Mascherano heads it forward. Herrerin comes out. And now Neymar goes across. A heavy challenge on the left-hand side there, Aymeric Laporte, and Neymar manages to get himself booked. Neymar joins Piqué, Iraola, Valenciaga, and Iñaki Williams in the referee's notebook. Alves on the edge of the box, it's Macha who turns it away. Just a couple of minutes remaining, and it's Neymar who almost picks the ball up on this left-hand side. The ball goes out for a throw-in. Maybe Jeremy Macha to take it. Piqué slides it forward, looking for Pedro on the right as the Barca fans begin to celebrate. We move into the final minute of the 90 here at Camp Nou. Neymar on the edge of the box. Neymar caught there by Susayeta. It's going to be a free kick to Barca. Susayeta just having words there with Neymar. Tempo's just beginning to fray slightly here at the end of this 2015 Copa del Rey final. And seconds remaining plus whatever time is to be added on by the referee Velasco Carvalho. Barca have a free kick right on the edge of the Athletic penalty area, just a few yards outside the box, over to the left-hand side. There's Barca attack and goal to our left. That's Neymar, Messi and Xavi Hernandez standing over the ball. Three of them. Decide between them who's going to take this free kick. Athletic 4 men in the wall. It will be Xavi Hernandez here as the referee has to spray out for the first time, I think, I remember this evening. Xavi takes it and it comes off the post. That would have been fairy tale stuff there. Xavi Hernandez adding a fourth late on here against Athletic Bilbao, just as he did back in 2009. Got the fourth in that 4-1 victory in the Mestalla Stadium against Athletic. Almost repeated the trick here at Camp Nou, as the 90 minutes are up here. Barca leading by 3-1 and just a few minutes away from a 27th victory in the Spanish Cup, and just a few minutes away from a League Cup double, which could well be a springboard to an historic treble. We'll have to wait until next Saturday to see if that indeed is the case. And Barca take on Massimiliano Allegri's Juventus side in Berlin in the final of the Champions League. And now, though, it's Pedro on the attack down the right-hand side. Pedro just holds it up. It's Ibai Gomez who comes in. And it's going to be a throw-in to Athletic over on the far side. The fans now just waiting for the final whistle. The Barca fans in full voice as the Copa del Rey will be returning to the city for the first time since 2012. And how Barca love playing against Athletic in the final of the Copa del Rey. This is the third time in 6 seasons that they've played Athletic in the final. It's going to be the third time that they've claimed the trophy. It's going to be a free kick in the centre circle. Busquets plays it out to the left-hand side for Jeremy Mathieu. Mathieu goes down under the challenge from Susayeta. I think that's going to be another free kick to the Blaugranas. And they won't be in a hurry to take this one, with the minutes ticking away. Piqué. So the run of Dani Alves down that right-hand side. Dani Alves goes down quickly by San Jose. Really is an academic now. As Barca well on the way, that League and Cup double. Everyone really now just waiting for the final whistle. The Athletic fans getting behind their side. They put in a gutsy display, but in the end they've been just outclassed by Luis Enrique's Barca side. Just too much firepower up front, with Leo Messi scoring a spectacular goal in the first half, and then Luis Suarez gifting Neymar a second. Rudy with an effort from outside the penalty area. Last hurrah for Athletic. And there is the final whistle. Barca have won the 2014-2015 Copa del Rey. They've beaten Athletic Bilbao by 3-1 here at Camp Nou. 2 goals from Leo Messi and a goal from Neymar gave them a 3-0 advantage. A late goal from Iñaki Williams gave Athletic a faint hope at the end, but it was just too much for them, and Barca outclass their rivals for a league and cup double.